Welcome to Book Weekly, your weekly recap on all things book and stuff. Announcements, means, price action, all the info in one video. On Wednesday, there was the monthly tech talk with Guillermo, VP of Engineering, and Josh, CEO and co-founder of Book. That's the time where they go over all the technical advancements they did during the month. Let's start with the big items. First, they confirmed that social login will be in starting next week. So you can log in with your Facebook account, your Gmail account, and also self-directed wallets will be there. And this is a huge step towards mass adoption. You don't even need to install one of the 10 Cardano wallets. You just go in there with your email, it creates the wallet for you. And okay, but how do you get books in your wallet? Well, with credit card payments. From next week, we will be able on Cardano to use our credit cards and don't touch our ADA bags to purchase books. So we are already there. Like someone who has no crypto knowledge, from next week will be able to come in and mint a book. Of course, might be a bit challenging given how fast the books sell out, but we are laying down the groundwork for readers' editions later and the more normie experience. So here we can see the 2024 goals for book this year, and it means that number one, social and wallet creation is done, buy with credit card is done, or will be next week. So these are two important steps that have been taken care of, and we actually have a little demo of how the credit card payment will work. So here it's a minting page for Alice in Wonderland. There are the questions as usual. Choose the quantity and then boom. You have 20 minutes to pay and you have the option to create a wallet. And the way it works is that Book doesn't know your seed phrase. It's generated and you yourself, you encrypt it with a PIN code of your choice. So really you need to remember that PIN code. And this is the PIN code that will be used if you want to extract the seed phrase from your user account and load it in a separate wallet. Then you need to use this PIN code to show the seed phrase. And then here we can see so 2 books for $25. Notice how the amount is in dollars. They put the credit card details and well, it goes through. We have the reveal and that's done. So when you buy, you choose if you create a wallet or if you already have your own, and then you proceed through the checkout system. The thing we don't know, but we assume, is that, well, how about discounts? How will it know? Because for now, it's like you pay upfront the amount for the mint and you get your discount back with the book. With credit card, it seems very inconvenient that they would charge you full price and then refund you some. So here the question is, okay, how do they now know that you have the books for the discount? I guess we'll see next week. But if they could do it for Ethereum and Polygon before, when there was winter NFT, then I guess there must be a way for Cardano as well. Actually, talking about Polygon and Ethereum, so the more EVM-based blockchains. So as I mentioned, they had Winter NFT before. Winter NFT got acquired, so this service doesn't exist for maybe a month or so. But now they are working with Stripe, so with credit card on Cardano, and they will expand this to the other blockchains in a second wave of deployment. So great step. Now anyone can buy. All the people we've been telling about Book can now get in there. Is the famous mom test. So great advancement. Another thing that is important is that now why did it take so much time to get there? Is because what they did was to separate the payment engine with the minting engine. Which is that you can use whatever you want for payments, so crypto or fiat, and you can use whatever you want for minting, so any chain. So technically, we can get to the point that any combination is possible. I mean, not sure yet if we'd be able to pay with ADA to buy on an EVM chain, but the idea is that we have two different engines, so it's much more flexible, and that means that, well, instead of minting, we can also just buy physical products, mint and print, for instance. Also, they mentioned posters. I believe there were some posts on X about that some time ago. So we could imagine a system where you buy those physical products. I'm thinking about the merch as well. Hopefully, the merch page on the book website will be live after the BookCon, I imagine, since they will sell so much merch there. So you see, what is happening in the background, the way they build things, it gives them some more flexibility to, like, it opens other doors. So we really see that they think things through, and it's the least we could expect from professionals. But somehow it instills more confidence. Then other things they mentioned were about the Stuff app, that they have their proof of concept. It can render music, and maybe you remember that there was a complete overhaul of the core code of the app. So Book and Stuff apps will use the same core code. And so if Stuff is able to render music, e.g. audio files, then the Book app will be able to do the same shortly after. This means that audiobook support should come soon. Actually, they plan an update, I think, by the time of the BookCon to that, as well as introducing some caching. So we are not yet at the full offline support, but first some kind of background caching of the different chapters that you are yet to listen to, and this way you'll be able to listen to some things even without internet. I'm not sure how big the cache will be, but it's a first step towards the full offline support. And by the way, this new app that will be revealed at the BookCon will have a new look and feel. So after a bit more than a year of the original book app, we're gonna get a complete overhaul of it, and also to make it, I assume, easier for the masses. So a lot of progress on the tech side. There were a few other points they mentioned. Again, they touched upon this automation that they created for publishers and authors. So apparently, Book creates thousands of covers, and publishers, authors, need to choose, okay, is it a good cover, is it not? And it used to be a very manual process where they would send literally thousands of pictures in a folder, and people would need to open and choose. Now it's what they call Hot or Not, kind of a Tinder app where you swipe, kind of, it's on web, but kind of where you swipe if you like the cover or not, and you can also add comments. And so this just helps streamlining the process, and it's one of the steps in this bigger vision of having the marketing and commercial teams able to push mints on their own. So from what they said, they are 2/3 through this process. So the engineering team is still involved at this stage, but little by little they're adding more functionalities so that people who are not developers can move forward with mints. And this is very important because that is what will be the basis for the self-publishing portal. So every step of progress they make in automation, streamlining, has a direct impact on the self-publishing portal later. And finally, the last point that they mentioned was the integration of Charlie 3, the one of the two oracles on Cardano, the other one being Orcfax. And they're using Charlie to have a price feed for ADA book and USD book pairs. And the first thing they will use that for is to display in the app the value of your bookshelf. And again, this will be so powerful. Imagine you're somewhere at the airport, at the office, on your lunch break or something. You take out the app, you're reading, and you tell a colleague or someone else, and you show your bookshelf, and casually it's written that it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I really liked the saying that Josh had. He talked about mind shifting, and it's so important. We talk a lot about narratives in crypto, but it's the same in real life. There are narratives, and there are things that we just don't realize. Like, do we need to own our stuff? No, until it's taken away from us, we don't really bother. And it's kind of the same thing now. Once people will see that, wait, there is money attached to what I own. No, Kindle doesn't do that. Audible doesn't do that. And they will have this wow moment. And I think it will be so easy then to have this snowball viral effect. Imagine people on TikTok or on X showing up their bookshelves. It's so simple and yet so powerful. So really looking forward to that integration. And they're taking that a step further with the idea of seeing the trend line of your bookshelf portfolio. So, like you go to Tab Tools, for instance, and you see, okay, 1 month ago I had that much ADA and now I have that much. So same thing but with your bookshelf. And now it will look even more like an investment. And that is good, because when you invest, you own. So I wonder what kind of other ideas they have. Maybe there will be some mints with the book token, and so this conversion is necessary in that case. We'll see. In any case, it was a wonderful space, lasted an hour. Really good to hear all the excitement. They're still looking for a lead front-end developer. If you know anyone, if you're interested, you can send your application at careers@book.io. And next week, it's coming. Credit cards, credit card payments, self-directed wallets, social logins. So time to tell our families and friends about what Book.io is doing. We had some banger mints this week. We started on Monday with the Golden Ass, which was part of the Flash Mint series, or 420 for the OGs. So this was on April 1st, completely out of the blue, for only 5 ADA. Must have been the cheapest book they've ever done. 420 units, all gone. And we can see secondary is holding very well, considering how cheap it was to mint. So a good operation for those who managed to get there. The covers are pretty good, pretty funny actually. So obviously you have the title cover, but then we had some more interesting things. This is Eros, for instance, and of course some ladies, Isis. I really like this one, looks really good. Those colors, pastel, really nice. And then some more funny ones. This one is kind of Don Quixote-like, I believe. So just 5 ADA if you are there, well, you could get them. If you're not there, then consider installing the Book mobile app, because every time there is a flash mint, you get a notification on your phone. So another reason to get the app in case you are not reading books with it yet. So that was Monday. Then Tuesday we had the second book in the Morgan Kane series. So remember, this is El Paso Verse. I talked about it last week. this Western universe with many books already written. And here what was very nice was that if you had the Genesis book, so the first one, you could buy this second one only for 8 ADA. So that was very cheap. You can see the covers are pretty similar, so it's the same concept as for the first book. These are still shots of the movie for the actual book, and each of those are one frame, so they're not exactly the same. There is some delay in between. So cool project. I'm not gonna get back to it, but what's interesting is that they minted only 700 of those when the Genesis book was 1800. So question mark, what's gonna happen to to those extra Genesis books? We'll see. But when we look at how the market reacted, so min price of 8, floor price of 19, and offer of 12, so pretty close. Still 50% increase if you had the OG book. So a good operation there too. I don't remember what was the mint limit, like how many books. I think it was pretty high. So yeah, it sold out. Like no doubt about that. All right, then moving forward, we had, like, again, this series Why We Love. We had it with the Middle Earth last time. Now it's with Back from the Future. And this series is from Mango Publishing, so one of the few publishers who dared, give a try to the book formula. And every time they published, they sold out. So very good numbers for them, and again, very good signal from us as a community to publishers to show that there is interest when the book is good. Like the Simpsons book also sold out. When you have those kind of pop culture topics, then people just get onto it. So here we see min price was 29 ADA, but secondary is not holding as well, slightly below. But they had some really nice covers. This is the 01. I enjoy this one, being a guitarist myself. Some funny ones with the dark. And yeah, those ones, like, I don't know how to call this style, but no, those colors, kind of flashy sci-fi. Really good covers, and such a cult movie, so perfect for a cult blockchain. Okay, then we got almost triple mint. So it was Princess of Mars, so a sci-fi book in the adventure series. Why do I say almost triple mint? Is because it was a mint on Cardano and Polygon, but on ETH it was an airdrop for people who got some adventure books. I don't recall the exact ones you needed to hold, but basically the airdrop is done, so either you got it or not. And here we see something similar, that the OG price is quite close to the floor price. We don't have secondary prices for Polygon, not sure why, but well, doesn't matter. Again, really cool covers of the Princess of Mars, like those ones, very sci-fi. Like, that's really what I enjoy with book, is that it just looks so good, and you can have so many different covers that they're so powerful. They trigger your imagination. They make you want to read. I mean, how cool is it when you open your book app, your bookshelf, and you just scroll through all those covers? I mean, no wonder they want to give us the possibility to order posters and to mint and print. So I really appreciate all the effort that goes into those covers. And finally, on Friday, we got two things. The first one was the airdrop for Monday Meditations 2 with the Siddhartha. So this book about Buddhism, also some nice covers. Also, I suspect this is a rework from the Kama Sutra one. I mean, just suspicion, but it looks pretty neat. So here, the price is really good though. I don't know why I have this on. Okay. So it was an airdrop, so it was free, and the offer is 350 ADA. And if memory serves, you know what? Let's check it now. We're gonna go to the Monday Meditation 2 series and quickly calculate how much did it cost to complete the series. I'm not counting meditations because this one is really hard to get, but maybe you could rent it. So let's look here at the mint prices. Oh, it was an expensive series, so 200, like 500 ADA if you had the discount book, which was meditations. So yeah, okay, 500 ADA plus renting, and the offer is 350, so yeah, it doesn't make up for it quite. Alright, but that is fine. Still cool to get airdrops, get some free books, and I know some people were really interested in this particular topic. Now we've touched a lot of religious and philosophical books, so it makes a lot of sense to touch to Buddhism as well. And finally, the last book we got this week was an audiobook, so they're coming back with Dracula, part of the audiobook Genesis series and the Monster audio series, with 999 copies. And it's holding pretty well, with an OG price at 29 ADA, floor 31. And I learned on X this morning that there is an introduction, like when you open the audiobook, an introduction by Mike, our resident vampire in the OG Book Club. I didn't have a chance to listen to it. I didn't get to mint the book, so not sure what he's saying or in which language or vampire dialect. But it's just nice to see that this collaboration, this mingling between the community and the team. And I'm thinking in particular about all the people who were community members first and then became part of the team, like Fede, for instance, and the famous Gutenbot, Josie as well, myself included. So it's really good that to have people who are joined by the same vision, the same ambition, they share the same passion, and we just get to work together. So it was a nice Easter egg. I remember they used to do covers with specific team members before. Now they put it in the audiobook. I wonder what is next. Book is cooking. Look at this green candle. Beautiful. We are up above 4 USD cents again, reaching this prior level. Let's see if we can push through it. Like 13% change on the last day. On the 7th day, we are almost 20%. Why? Because sex sells. Centralized exchange, obviously. Remember that it's slated for April 9th, and there's been speculation of which exchange would that be. I had my hopes on Coinbase, but might not be that. We will see. But now I'm getting you onto the OG rumor kind of train with this tweet. Listing trade, which apparently is just an account scanning the different exchanges to see the tokens that are going to be listed. Maybe people use that as some kind of signal. I don't know. And Book showed up. Book, Cardano, exchange to be listed on MEXC. So is it this one? Is this a reliable source? I don't know, but let's look at where MEXC is in the list of top cryptocurrency exchanges. So, I mean, this is the own CoinMarketCap formula, and if we scroll down just a little bit, we see they are in position 11. When there is Upbit there, which is just Korean one, so if we scrap that, then basically MEXC is the top 10. And if we do it by trading volume, then we see a lot of curious things, but I think MEXC is doing pretty well, so they are here. And what's important is that, to me, like weekly visits, 3.8 million. So that's a lot of people that see it. You can see we have to go down maybe, 10 positions to get to Kraken. And Kraken, I would argue, is a top tier exchange. So MEXC actually, from what I hear, is not available in the US, which would be a bit weird considering Book is in the US, but so that's why we don't know if it's really them, but that's how the rumor goes at the moment. We will know soon enough, but personally, even though I didn't especially consider MEXC top tier before, I guess they do seem legit, with good volumes and good visitors, as well as a lot of fiat supported, even more than Kraken. So the more people we can welcome, the better, and it's always good to get our foot in the door and then unlock more listings. Actually, a couple of days back, someone pretending to be from Bitmart came onto the Discord to try and contact the Book team for some listing. I'm not sure if they want to be there, but looks like people are taking notice. And so a direct impact on the price with this good green candle. And we are getting back to the all-time high zone. Will it be a buy the rumor or sell the news kind of thing? Could be, but still very encouraging to see that we have a product, we have a narrative, and people are buying it. And I feel like everything is ramping up before the BookCon. Remember the BookCon, which is in 2 weeks only. Remember to get your tickets if not done yet. You can attend virtually, and you get some airdropped books. If you go there physically, general attendance ticket, you get some discount on the merch, and VIP ticket, you get free merch, even more books, and VIP dinner with Charles Hoskinson, the Book team, and latest alpha we heard this week, there'll be a delegation from IOG. So even more people from the Cardano side will be there. So if you want to get into that ecosystem, that industry, create connections, it's kind of priceless. Also, I believe that DZ from Discover Crypto will be there, and he's looking to meet people. He's been such a strong supporter of Book. Really appreciate what he's doing, and looking forward to meeting him in person. And so all this excitement that he's building for the BookCon. So remember, SEX listing next week, self-directed wallets, credit cards. So then, what we will miss, I feel like, is just a bigger catalog, of course, but also read to earn. Then when you have read to earn, then so easy to convince people to switch. Just don't buy a book on Kindle, buy it there, it's yours, you can sell it. Look at your bookshelf, it has some value. And look, you read, you get those tokens, you can buy more books for free. So it's crazy to think that we are just in April, and I feel like we are at the cusp of all of this. And so with all that excitement, actually the Gutenberg Bible has been doing well too. we crossed the 6 million USD volume on secondary. I don't remember how much are the royalties, but maybe like 5% or something like that. So yeah, pretty good royalty income for the team. But yeah, 6 million, it places it up there. It was done through this mega sweep of 12 Bibles. I don't know who that was, but they are not kidding. And respect, they seem so right to do so. Not financial advice. But remember, you have those monthly book airdrops. Book is going up, and the airdrops will last until October 2025. So who knows what the price will be there. When the app is developed, we have millions of users. Read to earn is there. I mean, it's an investment for sure. Like 8,000 USD, yeah, it's not for everyone. But I can see why this person did it. And if we look at the charts for the Gutenberg Bible, yeah, we were down around 1150, and then poof, we shot up to almost 1500, now going down a little bit, but this is going up at the same time as the token. And when we consider that, you can almost translate the value of the Bible to the token airdrops, I guess it makes sense. So a lot of good momentum. We are in an uptrend on Bibles, on the book token, in the development of book technology, all their 2024 goals that they are ticking off that checklist progressively. And wow, I'm sure we'll get more mind-blowing announcements in 2 weeks at the BookCon. So it's not gonna stop. I can't wait. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's it for this week's video. Thank you very much for watching, for sharing, commenting, liking. Really appreciate all the support. We're part of a community, and I can feel it. So thank you very much for everything you do, for tagging along, supporting Book. And if you're not part of the community yet, feel free to hit us up on Discord or on X, and we'll get you on board. Take care.